All right, Maximus Analysis here for August 31st, month end 2015. And we see we have another down day, basically around the midpoint of the last swing. So we still need to see if they're going to get above this 1980 area. Until then, we still have to have a bearish outlook on things. Again, they're way below their 200-day moving average, and the volume is decreasing. But we want to see how they close this candle. Again, the ES is still live, so we'll see how they go. We'll see we got a sell signal today and want to see how deep into this previous candle we can go. So again, a breakdown here, and we see continue. So again, it's not the time to be bold and be long unless you're going long for intradays, but it was a very, very choppy session today. So just to give you a little view on this, let's look at the 15-minute, and you can see how choppy it basically was untradeable today. So you can see how choppy it was. And again, you don't have to trade every day because you want to make sure the trade is shown to you versus or the market provides a trade versus you trying to force one. NQ, we see we have the same thing. They haven't cleared above and stayed above this. I think it was around this. What was it? Around 43.50 we were looking at to be this midpoint. They've stayed below that, plus they're below the moving average with a sell signal today. So we want to see if they're going to crack below this low and continue to the downside tomorrow. You had the YM. Again, the only thing that really showed some movement on the YM was actually Goldman Sachs. So I think besides that, everything else closed under 50 cents. So Goldman Sachs was pretty much the only name that really showed any type of oomph, and a lot of them looked tired. So again, going long right here would not be suggested. Apple, again, intraday. Apple looks like it continued more downside. You see weakening volume. What the hell just happened here? I don't know why the volume went up here, but I'll worry about it after. You see the weakening volume here. Maybe this is good to focus on the volume. So the weakening volume plus this hammer candle, well, not hammer, shooting star candle, we see that we break below these lows and they continue more downside with declining volume. We got Netflix kind of just stayed sideways, so I'm not really sure with this one actually. So, but I nibbled a little bit regarding some weekly options. So we'll see what happens. Again, if they break above this 120, I will get out. I'm also looking at Tesla. Tesla closed in weak again, another hammer. I got it wrong again. Another shooting star, and basically I'll just show you why they call it the shooting star. It's basically the you can see that the bulls ran it up, but then the bears closed it. So basically showing intraday weakness, and that's why they call it that. So just in case you're not versed in a lot of these candlestick stuff, which again they can be very colorful regarding a lot of the different patterns, but we can see we have consistent higher lows, and we're at the top of this channel. I don't know if you can see it, but again, this channel here and here is kind of sloppy, but again, you gotta get the picture there. We have this channel that we're working in. So we also see the price line is also given light volume. Again, if they break below these lows, I will consider a short tomorrow. Amazon kind of, it's a hard one because you don't know if it's going to break down or is this just a flag for some more upside. But over 525, I would just look for something else. Again, it could be some more upside potential, but just kind of being careful. Again, the volume was dead today. Crude made a monster move today. And again, as far as swinging, holding, we still want to see it back above this 51, 52 area. But as far as intraday, there was a lot of movement today. I think it was like $3 that you could have gotten. So again, just looking on the 15-minute, there was a lot of movement today on crude. So again, it's been moving a lot for the past 3 days. Huge moves. So we'll see what happens and what happens when it gets to around this 50% mark. But again, if you took the low here, just for a quick move to the upside, it's a lot of movement again. So again, I repeated, and I'll say it again. You could go back to Friday's video. I would not short a break of a low here until I saw at least a lower high. And if it came around here, that would be even perfect. That if it gets here, comes back. So let me see if I can kind of visualize this with you. So if it comes up, breaks a low, I'm not going to take it. But if it comes back up and gets a lower high and around the same sell signal and breaks down, I will take that one for a short, probably using USO, or if I'm in from the day trade and it's looking good and closes, you know, at the lower 3/4 or 1/3 of the day, I probably will hold overnight. So you had a lot of names that we were looking at. Again, the TLT, the bonds broke down again, and you have the dollar, UUP. UUP actually is just looking like it's setting up for more, maybe some downside, but it's still holding. If we look at the weekly, we still have some pivots that we're still holding so far. We got also Baidu broke down, but the weeklies were crappy. I was thinking about taking it. I just couldn't take it because the weeklies are just so odd. Maybe you have to use monthlies for this, but it was disgusting. And you got Baba continuing to the downside as well. I think I did Facebook. Again, Facebook looks like, again, if they break below here, this low, it could continue for some more downside potential. And because we see that they were not able to get back into this. Basically, this zone is where it's actually layered to. So again, it's how much juice do they have and who's going to win. So again, we have the lowering volume as we saw right here, and we're going to see if they break below this low and continue to the upside. So I got a couple of equity names that I'm looking at. I'm going to have a short week this week. I'm actually going back up to New York. I am originally a New Yorker. Well, not originally a New Yorker. As you guys know, I'm Jamaican, but I'm from New York. So I got to head up there for the weekend. Work, business stuff versus just going up there. Might get a couple of drinks with some friends, but I won't have a video past Wednesday. So I just want to get you. I'll try to see if I can do a video up there, but I'm probably going to be spent from just all the traveling and work that I have to do. So again, just keep in mind that again, this is not the time to be a hero, and not all dips should be treated the same. So again, I know that we've had such crazy times in the market that being down only 100, 150 is like, oh, it's nothing. But it's because we've had such volatility of being almost down 1,000. Well, we were down 1,000 to this day. That again, some people might look at this and say, oh, we're only down about 200, something like that on the YM. So that's not that bad. It is bad based on the price that we had going on before it. So it still hasn't cleared anywhere close to these previous lows. So it's way under these previous lows right now. So even if they did pop it up, you want to make sure that we're looking at this, this area right here to say, okay, let me try this again. Look at this area right here to say, okay, this was what was respected, and it hasn't gotten even close to that. So don't be a hero and try to just go long anything. Okay, take care.